Alright, let's see how that does. Any better? No. Everything was fine all day. And now... why? Everything's gone to heck. Hey guys. So this thing has been streaming all afternoon without fault. I didn't do anything any different. We're dropping like 10% of frames, and OBS says my connection is no good. I might just give up on this. That's frustrating. This thing streamed... well, let's leave the microphone active and let's pull up the IP cam and see if it straightens out. This is what it was streaming all day without problem. And this is our IP feed, the RTSP feed from the other room. And we're still dropping frames now. And I didn't drop any the entire afternoon. What changed? I don't get it. What's any different? Nothing changed. This makes no sense. This is craziness. At least I'm in the green now on... we're still dropping frames though. Not many, but some. I don't get it. This makes no sense. I shut down the music, I shut down everything, and if this continues like this, it's probably not going to be a watchable stream for anyone. Cheers guys if you came around. I can't see the chat right now because I had to close that window too. Yeah, we're still counting frames. We're still showing. Let me see. It's counting down actually, so maybe we're all right. 1049 and counting down. It looks like it has stopped dropping, so maybe we are all right. It was something to do with the YouTube dashboard again. It was something to do with Chrome. I had reloaded the dashboard and it just crapped the bed. Well, whatever. We'll use Edge next time. Let's see. Are we? What are the odds of me being able to pull up at least the chat? That would be beneficial. In the meantime, let's see if the IP cam keeps streaming. So I've got that. I'm pretty happy with the that rig. That arrived from Amazon today, and I'm super content with that actually. The IP cam is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Okay, whatever. We'll use it. All right, I can pull up a stream. Can I get chat? Can I get chat? Come on. Yeah, all right. We got Armando. Cheers, Armando. And then I lost my IP stream. Why? What happened? Holy, the life of a streamer, eh? Are we still live? Yes, we're still live. Come on. Well, that's annoying. Can I pop out the chat at least? I don't care if I have the YouTube dashboard, but if I need to have at least a chat window working. I had high hopes. I was going to try an NDI feed. Oh, well, we're still going to try it. To heck with it. We're going to try lots of things. I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, no more drop frames. Seems to be fine. Whatever. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it was black for a moment there. It should be back now. That IP cam feed went dead. It's this PC. There's just random trash. I don't get it. It was Windows updates that broke it because it was fine before, and I've tried everything I could do to roll them back with no luck. So yeah, let's see. Is this watchable at this point? I'm not seeing any frame drops. I don't want to pull up another feed. What I would like to do is at least get this damn project on the go. That's what I wanted. Hopefully nobody... I don't think I'm wasting too many people's time. I think BitLooney was still streaming when I started. I didn't want to step on his stream, but he was wrapping up, and if anybody's still over there, any crossover between, they won't have to put up with this, my stuff not working. Okay, so where did we leave off? We were going to build this. This is the prototype for my engine doctor, and what I need to do is build it. Am I still streaming? Yes. Jeez, I'm paranoid. I need to put this together with our in the correct pin out, which there's one pin missing, so I think we should we sorry about that. Should we see about updating the documentation right now? That might be smart, eh? Let's do that. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a cable. Let's try. I got a full length of Ethernet, and what I'm thinking is if I plug, well, what I had hoped. Let's maybe not go into that switch. Let's go into a different switch. Oh, this Ethernet is offline anyway. I wonder if I got that weird IP conflict crap going on again on my LAN. I don't know. Alright, well, we're going to have to go into the switch that the Stream PC is plugged into. Cross our fingers that we don't dork everything up. And let's plug it into the laptop. Has it got Ethernet on this one? Yeah. Is the cable any good? It's not very clicky. Alright. Let's see. Can we stream this that you guys can see it? Wouldn't that be cool? That was the intent of this show, was to do all the things. Let's do tools, NDI output, and we should be able to enable NDI so we can update documentation and program boards and do all the things with you guys able to follow along. Let's see. Are we getting an NDI stream? We are. Ha! Look at that. Latency should be zilch because we're plugged into the same switch. Alright, are we still streaming though? Can you guys hear me? Okay, our drop frames haven't changed since before. I wonder, can we... Let's do... Okay, I think we're good. Let's do... let's change that to that. Before I dox myself or anything silly. Let's go back to NDI. Awesome. Yes. Yes. It works. Alright. Okay. I do have an NDI button. Okay, so on the overhead here, what I noticed last night when I went to assemble this, I forgot that these BME 280 sensors have an extra pin that I didn't use or include. I wonder if my chat's frozen. Let's check something here. No, there's nobody's here. That's alright. Alright. Don't die. Okay. Okay, so there was a black pin, empty pin, not broken out on the board. and I wanted to, before my PC so rudely destroyed the live show, I wanted to document that. So what I'm thinking, this is the README from GitHub, and what I'm thinking is we'll just add a section to the README about assembly, and just add stuff as we go, just in case. Oh yeah, Alexa, trigger live show. Cool. Alexa, trigger live show. Yeah, you just can't hear me. I talk with a lisp like my wife, I guess. Okay. So, solder BME 280. Note what pin is this? Let's go to USB. So on the USB micro, so you guys can see it. Oh, it's awesome. We have working cameras. So we have VCC, ground, SCL, SDA, CSE or chip select, and then this SDC pin. I've cut it off because it's not used, and if you were to cut the wrong one, then you would have VCC missing, and then the project would never work. So SDC is the one to remove. So SDC pin furthest from VCC is not used. Cut the remove from header. Alright, cool. That should help someone if they ever go to assemble this. Okay. Soldering iron. So I actually have two soldering irons coming in for review, which I'm pretty excited about. Company reached out. Actually, a lot of companies reached out in just recent days, but this particular one, I don't even remember the brand name, has a bunch of much similar to this WEP station that they're manufacturing, and I said I'd review one that's a combination the same as this with hot air and soldering iron, and they said, no, that's not the one that we want coverage on. Would you take this other one? And it was just basically just a 90-watt iron. And I said, yeah, I can do both. That's not a problem, because I think my viewers would be well served to see how they work. And so I don't need a soldering iron at all, but thought that would be great to give them a try, and we'll see how they go. Awesome. Alright, this is cool. I don't understand why everything went to heck at the beginning of the broadcast again. PC is rock solid now. It was something to do with YouTube Studio. It's so bizarre. I don't get it. And I bet you I can even go to the IP cam now. No, IP cam is offline. Or it seems to be, anyway. Huh, weird. Maybe my network went to heck. Weird. We're still streaming though, that's all that matters. I'm just waiting for my iron to get up to temperature here, and then we can solder that into the board. I also need to take some footage at the same time as what we're doing there. So we're gonna have cords, cameras, and stuff, but you guys will get to see this as it happens, oh, that's kind of a cool shot. That was poorly executed. Alright, I still got my macro lens on? I do. Bit focus companion for the Stream Deck. What is that? I have no idea what that is. Okay, let's go back to autofocus. That'll work a little better. Big fan of just these hand moved lousy kind of slider shots lately. Alright, let's get laptop back out of the way. Solder this up. And let's see. You will be best served to be right up here. And then this. You know what I want? I'm going to swap lenses for a second. I'm just going to swap to a wide-angle lens. What I'm trying to do is trying to up the production quality of my videos is the short version. But the larger version here is if I get a bit more variety in the shots, it might be a bit more interesting. So here is a wide shot. With a wide angle. This is a quite wide angle lens. This is what is this? 10 to 18, and it will give just a little bit more context to the assembly process, depending on what I use in the B-roll. Alright, let's go back. I can actually build something. This is awesome. I'm super glad that I really wish I knew why the computer went bananas, but honestly, at this point I don't care. I don't need to use YouTube Studio. I don't need it at all. OBS is set up to just stream, so this is a stream live event where I don't have to start and stop it, so I'll just do that from now on, and then I don't know why my IP cam quit. That was strange because my Ethernet over power adapter also lost connection. Companion allows tons of device and control macro type actions. Yeah, but the Stream Deck does that by default. You can, I'll check it out. I can do endless macros and stuff with, but I don't know what context you mean, like what we want to do. Yeah, I'm pretty much all set actually for the things. Okay, am I on the right camera? Yes, I'm on the right camera where you guys can see. Am I on the right camera down here? No, but who cares? Let's just roll. I'm going to stick this through. So we'll get our temperature and humidity sensor started in place. Let's put one little goober of solder on it. Then we'll level it. I'm running low on my favorite solder. That's not good. Oh, camera, come on. Do your thing. Angle good enough? Not bad. Not bad. Ever soldered behind 2 different cameras before? That's hard. Can't see squat. Alright, let's get that flat. enough. Nice. Stop that. Got that shot. I've learned to also start and stop the DSLR a lot, because if you don't, my old 70D here is a little bit cantankerous, to say the least, and it has a habit of dumping footage and freezing up. I think it's, well, I actually don't know what the cause is. Control over the network. Yeah, well, that'd be alright. I don't know what I'd want to control over the network. I don't have anything that I would want to control over the network that I can't already do via the handy personal assistant that's listening to me right now. I just do everything via IFT. But yeah, there might be something at some point. I'm actually not a big fan of the Stream Deck right now, and then still have a ticket open with their support because the YouTube functionality does not do what they touted it to do. I have all these awesome pre-programmed chat messages that I should be able to use. Crap, that was completely off camera. All these awesome chat messages, and the API doesn't support them. The YouTube API is broken, so can't use any of them. Marginally frustrating. So I checked their Stream Deck's Amazon listing, and sure enough, they're still advertising it to work. So I contacted their support and went through the rigmarole, and they closed my ticket. So I reopened the ticket again this week and said, "You guys fixed this yet? It's been 5 months." And their answer was, "Oh, we can't find the data that you sent in." And I said, "You don't need my data. Look at your ticket." The devs were very clear that this was a YouTube problem. And then the guy, the ticket answerer, is like, "Oh, yeah, I got it. I'll ask the devs if the API is working." Like, yeah, you do that. I'm not going to capture a whole bunch of data packages again just to prove that YouTube API is busted. Okay, we good. Like that. We have an ESP32 that we need to solder up. So let's do that. Can we do that? Alright, I'm just going to hit it real fast. How are you for view? Not bad. It's not up close and personal under the microscope, but there's not much to see here. It's just an ESP32. And we're just going to solder the pins. It's nothing you guys haven't done 1,000 times. Oh, jeez. DSLR was not rolling. Come on. This stuff will be just sped up footage in the assembly of this board. Holy, soldering from 8 miles away is hard. Okay. Let's take this out of the breadboard before we melt the breadboard. How is that possible? It was off by a bloody hole? How is that even possible? How is that? How? I don't get it. In case you couldn't see, the pins were on about a 30-degree tilt. They were in the wrong. They must have been off by one hole when I stuck it in the breadboard, but I don't know how that... Actually, I do know how that happened. Last night's fiasco with the PC. That's how that happened. Alright, they're lined up now. Pretty close. Good enough. Do they fit in the board? they fit in the breadboard, they should fit in the circuit board. Circuit board's going to be a little bit more cantankerous though. That's okay. Alright, we're in. Alright, I don't recall any issues with programming this in place, but this is a prototype, so I guess we never know. Grabbed a bunch of those ESP32. Yeah, so yeah, you want to see something funny? Here, hold on, let me shut the camera down. These, man, I don't like. I know Sion has his own ESP32, and that's all, like, super awesome. And I'd love to try some someday. But these boards, I really don't understand how they didn't catch on. And I totally understand how Sion has such an awesome market for his, because these things, I just love them. So I found these. I found a supplier on AliExpress. This is my current supply of them. Now, admittedly, if this board works out, I will be using it as kits on my website, but I bought these. I have to go double check, but I think I got them right around the $2-ish Canadian amount. And with the battery, for a battery powered ESP32, these are by far my new favorite board. I just love them. Drastically underestimated board. I don't know why they never caught on. I guess nobody did enough. Like if you search YouTube, there is very few videos on them. They just never hit critical mass. And I'm assuming they ran into problems with them because they're not certified. There's no CAN. They're over the RF. They are not exactly, like, I'm sure that, like, there's lots of shortcomings. But for me, I love them. I am one happy guy. And so far, for projects like these, they seem to be doing the trick for my projects. I'm sure they're not for everyone, but for me, I just love them. It's the battery, the charge circuit on board. The only thing that's crappy, that's really crappy, is the fact that the board did not have the forethought of somebody like Lemore with the Adafruit boards, where all of their battery stuff is so well thought out with voltage regulators and charge circuits that every one of them you'll find always has a battery enable function, an enable pin that's broken out that allows you to kill the entire LDO, the entire voltage regulator, and everything to just make it dead in the water. So basically a super easy way to put a power switch on the board. This board does not have that. So what I ended up doing is I just broke out the battery and to a switch pin, and I'll just wire the battery right into the board with the switch in series, and then wire it to the battery in terminal, which I think is the VN up here, which is not ideal, but it will be fine. It's too bad that they didn't have that, but like, if they did have that, they probably wouldn't be so extinct. All right. Putting females on the board. Yep, females on there would make it a lot easier for sure. But this is I wanted to do this as a final like a final as low as possible, low profile, and it's not going to be. I have lots of the boards, so not removable. Cheers, Johnny. Yes, we are live. I even had trouble at the beginning of this show, but my PC started acting wonky again. But we seem to be all fine now. The only thing that I couldn't solve last night was my my USB capture card has gone to hell, or the USB port it's hooked to for my HDMI microscope. So I ordered a new HDMI capture, just a cheapie from Amazon, because this one was an absolute dirt cheapie from God knows where. It wouldn't even, it was recognizing it as a Lenovo web camera. Not even, I couldn't even get it, what is it, what is that common USB chipset for displays? I forget. I couldn't get it to even recognize as that, so anyway, got rid of that, and I think we're all good. Other than my IP camera quit working while we were broadcasting, which could be anything. I think there was a bit of a network hiccup. Do. Can't reach. I know my camera angle isn't the best here for you guys. I would do it under the microscope, but not today. Another day. Another day. Okay, let's get some B-roll again. Yeah, right on. Alright. Oh, no, not that button. Alright. So we could, on your mention of that, we can note that we can go to, oh, this is so awesome having an NDI source. So use female headers not supplied in kit if you would like to make the components removable. The only reason I note this silly stuff, this may seem really silly to people like you guys, but the kits that I've started doing, or that I've started selling from my site, from all the old videos I did, the people buying them truly are brand new. They're totally green as grass in electronics, because some of them reach out to me, and you can tell by the questions and problems they run into that they've never done any electronics, which is totally freaking cool. Like, I wondered why the Roomba virtual wall kits, which is just an Arduino Nano and an IR LED, I include a couple, and a resistor. Like, why are these selling so much? You can buy a virtual wall from Amazon for just a few bucks more than my kit by the time you ship it from Canada. These people are using them to get into electronics. Like, I've talked to a few of the buyers, and they're like, oh yeah, well, I bought it to make it with my kid. And I'm like, that is so bloody cool. That video is 4 or 5 years old, and now I get to make a few bucks off of the kits and get people into electronics. How bloody cool is that? Like, that's just perfect for me. That's why I started this YouTube channel. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Okay, now here's where it gets dumb. Oh yeah, this is dumb. Did all of these did all of these come with the wrong pins? Or did they all come assembled? Crap. I can't remember. Because that is not the way we want that. We want pins straight through, and if I have to, do I have to really desolder all of these? I'm sure the ones I ordered from Ali, yeah, crap, they are all soldered. Damn it. Well, isn't that poopy? I'm sure the picture showed them not assembled. The one time I want boards not assembled. They all come pre-soldered. Alright, well, that just means if I do kits, I either have to sell the kit so that they put this together vertically, which we could do. Like, you could, but that's not what I wanted. Prototypes, right? Isn't that something? Crap. That I didn't expect. That takes all the fun out of kits if I have to modify every one of them. Alright, let's make sure that that goes the right way. Because I did a very lousy... One of the things I'm making mistakes on all my boards is not taking the time to add more manual labels to some of these sensors that can go multiple ways, and it's my own fault for not taking the time to do it. Like, I have, without pulling the schematic up, I have no idea which way that goes, so I'll just have to ring it out, so to speak. Well, actually, I can look at the traces on the board. Ground and VCC are on the right. Ground and VCC are on the right of this as well, so they should, yeah, ground and VCC come off the right, so it sits this way. But that's no good like that, so we need to remove them. So let's remove them. I have a tool for such a thing. I bought it for exactly this situation. This makes me happy. I get to hang out with you guys and finally build and do stuff and stream it and talk and carry on and chat and not swear at the computer constant. Hopefully the audio and the video is coming across very well. Turn the dial to 11. Let that warm up. Awesome. I need... Yeah, you could definitely do that, Chris. Yeah. Now, yeah, what I'll do is, these are the right angle, so we will suck them out of there and put a normal one in and then drop this down on the board. But notice there's another oversight. Check that out. My mounting hole is underneath. It's okay, we don't particularly need that. That is a really big oversight. This is the thing though, like why did I do that? Where the hell was I on that? I had all the room in the world to move that up. Where the hell, previous Eric, where was your head at on that? Was I, no, I wasn't planning on leaving that vertical. That would be craziness. Why would I have not? I must have measured the dimensions with the pins sticking out. What I might have actually, I think I remember now. I think I remember. Do these come with breakouts? They do. I remember. That's where my head was at. This is what happens when you have so much lag time between projects. I was going to remote it. I bought the kits with the pigtails. The pigtails, we can just solder those in and remote this anywhere. And then actually, I think I designed the enclosure because we've got the big monster thermocouple here. I remember this now. It's coming back to me. My brain is starting to function. I think, let's see. I think I remember this. So how far do these stick out when you actually hook them up? I betcha I had some thoughts here, and I betcha I designed the enclosure to deal with this because we've got the extra length of these spade connections to manage that are gonna be sticking in our enclosure too. I bet you if I mount that to the board like I was just gonna do, I bet you it won't fit in the enclosure. I betcha. Maybe past me was smarter than I give myself credit for. Yeah, I think I was. Where's that box? I did make an initial rough prototype, but it's never had anything other than a inkjet print of this. That way. And I made the box crazy high. And I made, yeah, didn't line that up. This was done in, I think, FreeCAD, and then I moved over to Fusion and didn't do it right. I gave up trying to use FreeCAD. Yeah, I think what we'll do, how should we do this? Like, I know how we could do it right now, but I want to design this. The people who might buy this kit are definitely not going to be terribly electronic savvy, so what I'm thinking it'd be easiest to just solder the wires and then double side tape this to the board. Well, it won't even, that won't even fit at all like that because we've got the other wires. Where's that going? Where did I get that from? There's no pigtail. The male to female jumpers are missing. Maybe this one didn't have it. Maybe some of these. Yeah, some of these. Okay, these ones don't come with the wires. These ones do. I need to think for a minute. Yeah, mount it side of case. That's yeah. I think you are thinking what past Eric was thinking when I designed this case so darn high. Look at how high that is. That's way higher than it needs to be. I bet you past me was thinking exactly what you just said. Stick it to the side of the case and then you have all the room in the world for your wires to come and go. This wasn't a final case anyway. Damn, I really wanted that to be on the board. Can we? No. It needs to exit the case anyway, so we could... What we can't mess with is we can't mess with these, because no end user is going to be able to deal with the thermocouple wiring. That's going to be like silver wire or solid core, and this sheathing is like impossible to cut and manage and deal with. It's just, it'll be a freaking nightmare. So we can't... Which way did I say that had to go? Had to go... VCC was to that side. So should we just do some short wires and just leave them, I guess. Man, that's a lousy... Well, no, it's not. No, the video is going to have to show it the way the kit's going to be. That's fine. Let's grab some wires. You can put a hole in the side of the case and just use a single mounting hole. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's good. Have to power the relays to keep the light off. Oh, okay. Let's see. What time is it? Okay, what do we need? 4 wires or 5? 5. Is that an SPI? I forget. Jeez, it's been so long. It is. Cool. Okay. There we go. 5. Oh, are we that lucky? We are. Look at that. Mostly hacked up. This is just my super bin. This is my very first bin I started populating with Arduino stuff. Okay. How long should we make them? We don't even have holes out through the side of the prototype case yet, so I need to do all of that yet. So ground. Come on. Holy jeez. What is your troubles here tonight? Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. We want to leave all the options of messing around because we still got to put a battery in here too. So, and then we'll lower the top on the case. I made this case from Noe and Pedro's awesome tutorial, which is in the it's in the README already. This stuff is already on Git if you're interested. Everything's on there, but at the bottom, the SnapFit case link. If you're into, if you want to know an awesome way to make 3D printed cases, that tutorial is the best. The best I have ever seen. Noe goes through it step by step in Fusion 360 to make a parametric case, and then you never need to make another one. It's done. It's completely parameterized with the awesome snap fit lid, and then every case from then on, I just modified the parameters, and boom, I have an enclosure. Somebody sent me a new enclosure making site that he designed. A website the other day. He emailed it to me. I gotta check that out too. It looked pretty cool. Basically, it had all the it was OpenSCAD or OpenSCAD or however you say that, and it had all the options to make standoffs and everything. Alright, so now I see why this case was so high. That's exactly this. Just clearing the ESP is exactly the right height. So, yeah, past me must have thought of this. This must have been my intent. Okay, so for wire, which way do we want it? We want it this way. We want a little further. Let's just make an executive decision. Snippy snip. Use it. Yeah, use that same tutorial. That's awesome. That it took me forever, man. I struggled the first day trying to get it to work. I remember I was watching it and doing it while I was in day job meetings, teleconferences where I knew I was just there as wall art, and I for some reason just had a fight of a time with it, but once I got it and figured out my mistakes, because it was user error every step of the way. Oh yeah, we can kill this. Then it was awesome. And like I said, only had to do it once. Now I have the file. I could have just downloaded his too, I imagine. It was probably in their Git, but I wanted to do it myself. Let's touch those before I get any further. Let's touch those up before they get all frayed and all over the place. You could mount the bottom of the PCB and have the cutout terminals towards the outside for easy. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Lots of options. I think, yeah, this being a prototype, I guess we'll just see. Let's get it working and get it. Oh, that iron sat too long now. I put goobers on there. Let's get it working and get it tested, and then we'll go from there. One of the hazards of running your iron wide open, it oxidizes rapidly. It gets all the goobers, they just burn. And then it's the only problem when you're tinning wires. That one will shrink back just a little bit. Good. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's just stuff them through. I'm gonna gloss over this part in the video footage. We'll skip the details. Ah, crumbs. There's always one. There's more than one, Eric. You got them all bastardized. Come on. Just need them tinned enough to get them through without fraying, but not so much to have a goober. There. Try that. I saw one electronics channel one time that touted just using solid core wire for that reason, and I'm like, yeah, that's a little funny. Okay. I don't think I stayed subscribed to that particular channel for very long. Alright. Kim? Get. Five for 5. Look at that. Booyah. Oh, damn near just pulled them back out. 5 for 5. Way to go. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. Teach a man to fish. I'm the exact same way. There's lots of, like, if it's stuff I'm never gonna, that I don't see as valuable, then I won't bother to waste the time. But if it's something that I think I can use, or particularly if it's something I think that I should know, so if I'm going to be in a position to talk to others about it, let alone teach about it someday, like by making a video, then I better know to damn well do it. And that's what drives me to take bloody forever on some projects. It takes a while to learn yourself how to do things. Sometimes it's a little bit more tempting to just copy paste, but whatever. Alright. Lovely jubbly. Double check. Yes. Ground, VCC. Oh yeah? The hell was that about? It's a little alarming. I did not unplug or plug in any USB devices. Interesting. Okay, so ground and VCC are inverted. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, right? PCB Way. PCB Way does all my boards. They sponsor every video on my channel. They give me a little bit of moolah to help pay for some projects, and they also provide me with these amazing quality boards. A bad example because the design is poor. It's my poor design, but yeah, all PCB Way. Just love their service, and I have a new set of boards inbound right now. They should be coming by the end of the week. That's why I need to get this done. I really like how PCB Way, I like them as a company. I really do. I worked with JLC PCB a couple of times early on, and I don't have anything bad to say, but I don't work with them anymore. PCB Way, I really love that they really do, like, they're a business, don't get me wrong. They're in it to make a profit, but they really do support makers who then support them. They genuinely do take an interest, because, well, it's in their best interest to do so, but they also sponsor projects like initiatives, open source contests and whatnot, which also benefit them, no doubt, but they do it for a lot of the right reasons. I've worked with them long enough now. I've sponsored, I think the video this Friday will be the 80th video that they've sponsored. I stand behind them. They've been good to me, and they've been good to the people I deal with. I may not be the best product. I'm sure there's probably better PCB makers out there, but for what we do, love it. Okay. We're there. Yeah, I gave up on Fusion for a short time there because I thought I couldn't get the license working, and then I learned that it would work just fine, so I picked it back up and started everything over. Alright. That is lovely jubbly. Should we program it? Let's try. 1 second. I need to grab a cable. I rebooted the IP cam too while I was out there for a second. 1 second. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, I do love the project sharing they do as well. I'm a horrible person for not contributing to it, but I hope I'm enough of a spokesman for them that they'll go on. So I used to get asked all the time. I think it was Hackster reached out, and a bunch of I even reached out for me to contribute tutorials and stuff to their websites. Hackster and Adafruit, I actually have access to submit learn guides early on. I was gonna. Adafruit Phil was awesome to me, and yeah, I just never got around to doing any of it. Okay, I think actually this cable is bad. I got a blink. Let's see. Now, let's do... I'm gonna dox myself. Nah, probably not much. I remember... I got audio and video. Yeah, we do. Okay, NDI. I remember. Why is the NDI source broken? Am I still streaming? Yes. What's going on here? What is the meaning of this? Tools. NDI. I think it's my network because the IP cam died, and then let's just try. I'll try kicking this. Wonder if I open the program, does it make a difference? It looks like it's just frozen. Crumbs. Is our IP cam back? Yeah, IP cam's back. Johnny, it's the ESP32 Lowland light board. If you go back in my recent videos, you'll find examples of it. And I'm just gonna... I did multiple videos featuring it lately. It's just freaking awesome. Okay. Well, the IP cam is back online, so maybe the network isn't screwed. Let's just see. Okay. Is that any better? No. We're still... Oh, poop. Why would... How do you kick NDI back into working? Can I disable it on the server? Tools, NDI, main. Huh. Why would it do that? Screen cap. I have an well, crumbs. I don't know why NDI isn't working. What if I pull the laptop on and off the network for a second? Okay. Maybe it'll decide to start working. Maybe, just maybe. Why? Yeah, I did. Thanks, Chris. I disconnected and reconnected in both OBS's, or at least enabled and disabled it. What if I... That's bizarre. It's still stuck. On network, yeah. Got all kinds of network traffic going on. Yeah. Dang. Well, yeah, whatever. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, no. Yep. Okay. This is Wemos 31. I don't remember the freaking COM port. Let's try top one. Oh yeah, it's got. This will take 8 years to compile. I forgot. Yeah, I did. I'm just using the OBS NDI feed, and I restarted it on the laptop. I'll restart it one more time. Actually, I can do that now. I'll restart it one more time. And just... Not that I don't trust you guys, but...
I did act a little janky there. Maybe I didn't restart. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's try it anyway. Be a hell of a lot nicer when we can screen share, right? Tools. NDI output. NDI is outputting. Minimize. NDI. No. No. Properties. It can see it. It's just stuck. OBS can still, it even can see this feed. That's frustrating, but oh well. I'm pretty sure NDI is kind of a little flaky on a good day. Alright, well, this is still compiling anyway. Ha! Caught it. When I accidentally click that be right back, it mutes both of my feeds. Alright, let's give it a minute. It's still thinking, and then it's gonna tell me I'm on the wrong COM port after all that. You can use it. I will check that out. NDI Studio, you say? NDI Studio. I will check that out after the broadcast, because if I can remove OBS from the equation, yeah, just put it on the desktop. That's fine. Whatever. Do that. That might be helpful. Alright. ESP tool does not exist or board not connected. Alright, I thought it was COM11, but I was too dumb to listen to myself. So we'll try that. But I'll check out NDI Studio right after the show. That might be super cool. Is our audio and video still pretty good otherwise? It's not being all janky or anything, other than filming a screen with a screen. Hopefully we're alright. This is still recovery from complete dismal failure last night, so basically I had pretty low expectations. Come on, you just compiled. How come Arduino IDE is not smart enough to realize that nothing changed? Compiling should take like a millisecond. Nothing changed. And why can't you check serial port in advance? Getting awfully tempted to take the time to actually look in the device manager at this point. It should be in the start menu. No, it won't be. I didn't install NDI tools that way. I installed the NDI add-on for OBS. So, thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that. Oh, both of you. Thank you, both. Yeah, it's... I don't believe there's any NDI. I don't believe there was NDI Studio. No, it's OBS NDI that I installed, which was strictly an add-on for Open Broadcaster. But I'll check out. Why? What is the problem here? This laptop, if I go to freaking any of my 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. This cable might be 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Nothing changed. So is the cable jank? Probably. Oh, I'm running really low on good USB cables. I'm freaking out of good USB cables. I think Where's this USB-C? Watch, it'll be USB-C. The one I can never find. It is. Damn it. The house tore apart here. Cable. Cable. Ah. USB-C. Power only. Okay. Oh, I know where there's one. I stuffed one in here from my new microscope, didn't I? Didn't I? USB-C. What the hell? Alright, let's try this one. Jank City. Epic fail. Okay. Hey, how come there's one less serial port now? 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. I saw there was one less. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Ten, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. What's going on? Why did my webcam activation just change? Oh yeah, me too. Nope. Still the same problem. Weird. Come on. 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Why isn't it recognized? And 11, 3, 4, 7, 9. What is going on here? We have to... Okay, yeah, no, I remember that. That light blinks when there's no battery charged into it. I remember these now. Go. Alright, well, let's plug in the known working one. Derp. Use my big brain. Ten, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. No change. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. So, how is that even possible? Oh, crap. You idiot. That was not a big brain moment. Which one of these goes where? Off camera, I just pulled the prototype out of the board and I don't remember. Where is ground? Black is ground and then doubles up to blue, which comes back to here. Okay. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. And nothing new came up plugged in. Here's... Oh, here, this looks like a good... That looks like a cable that I meant to save for a reason. Hope this laptop didn't develop some strange USB problem. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. No change. What the hell is going on? Should have changed by now. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, 9. Why? What? You can't read it anyway. 10, 11. I'm not getting any COM port change on either 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Nothing. Neither one of them. What's going on here? Let's try D1 Mini. There, that showed up. 10, 11, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. So COM5 showed up when I plugged that in. But why? This is a functional prototype. Ten, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Is it possible the COM port is stuck alive even though nothing's there and I should just try and talk to it? Should just open PuTTY, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I totally agree. And I do believe you're right too, that it's probably time to restart the laptop, but that's... What would cause that to be any different? Huh. Like these boards... Yeah, no, there was nothing weird with these boards. They showed up, and that has functional code on it. Yeah, no, it's dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit on them all, and if it doesn't go, that's fine. We've gone far enough for tonight. You got further than I expected. I can play around with it. This is a minor thing. I'm super happy with that so far. So I glossed over the fact of what this does at the beginning, but basically it takes both of these and graphs the temp, humidity, and thermocouple out to individual graphs on a web page hosted by the ESP32. And you can see the information in my Git and the screenshots, which I can't share with you because NDI is not working. Yes. No, that failed. Let's try NDI one more time. Nope, still stuck. Alright, well. I don't yeah, this is not, no, this is, unless, is it possible I buggered up both of them and I'm pulling, no, we're floating here in the battery. Let's plug a battery in, it's probably going to charge normal. I was just wondering whether I shorted both boards with my assemblies here and killed them both. Did I? Oh, yeah, there we get solid light. That's acting a little jank too, but I guess I plugged the battery in after it was fired up. The charger, I forget what that chip is for the LiPo management. Probably needs to be initialized with the LiPo attached, but if I unplug that, there was no power LED at all, or was there? This is acting jank. I think I see what the problem is. That was definitely what's going on. So I just noticed that when I had popped that out earlier, that was in the incorrect position in the board. And it's warm. Yeah, that might be, I don't know when I did that, whether I did it tonight or whether I had that out last night, most definitely. So, yeah, VCC ground. VCC ground, it's not hot anymore. Does this show up? 10, 11, 13. So now we have COM13 showed up on that board. Okay, that board's alive. It's probably even working. 10, 11. So did I make the same mistake here? No. No, that should be fine. So I should have really tested this board before I went soldering it in. Who was it who asked about putting headers on? Derp. That may have been a smart thing to do. Yeah. Ten, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. I wonder, this board, oh no, 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, 9. This board, is it possible it's got MicroPython on it or something? No, even then it would still show up as a USB. Yeah, I might have to play. This is a new board. I should have. Rookie mistake. I never ever build a quadcopter with a flight control that I haven't programmed first. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. It is not present. But the other one is. The other one's working fine now. Might have to do some measurements and see we're in the right place. Those connections don't matter. Is it? It is. Well, here we can rule out the. Let's rule out that there's a dyslexified pin difference on the breakout of that PCB by killing it. We're still streaming? I think so. What happened here? Who hurt you, little board? Maybe it was me. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. No difference. 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Wah, wah, wah. She might be dead. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to measure some things and just make sure that I didn't tie something somewhere that shouldn't have been. There might be a mistake on the board. Possible, but it is a 10, 11, 3, 4, 7, and 9. This is a pretty freaking simple board. Should have put them. Wishing I would have put them their headers on there now. Would have been a hell of a lot easier. And it's possible it's just a DOA board, which we can't easily look at now. We can look at one side of it. Alright, well, I may play around with it. Huh. That sucks. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll have to play. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I think I'll leave it at that for the moment. Laptop's almost dead. NDI is not working, so you can't see what I'm screen sharing. I'm gonna try that NDI Studio and see how that works. I appreciate that, Chris. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there and scratch my head a little bit and maybe find what. I swear that LED just changed state. Possible there's some goofy code on that board. Yeah. It doesn't have a blink on it. It's possible that there's code on that board that's got it dorked up, and it's not going to be easy to recover. Anyway, I'll play around. Should live and learn. Moral of the story for tonight is program your boards before you solder them into place. If you're going to put it into a permanent installation, always program it first, because it might be a dud. But actually, if nothing else, I'm super happy with that little. I like this. This is going to be a fun little project. This is going to give me something that I always wanted since I was a mechanic, the ability to measure high temperatures and do anything with the data remotely that I want to. How cool is that? That's like, this is just going to stick into the exhaust, boom, then we can monitor and do what we want with the data, log it, easily add data logging functionality, or make an app that data logs it on my phone. Yeah, prototyping for a reason, it sure is, buddy. Alright, awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a lot of fun, and we're going to do it more often. It's gonna be some fun. This winter we'll definitely do some streams, and this will be good. Oh, how's our print coming along? You guys want to see the print before we go? Getting close. Check that out. The thing looks like it's modeled like the Starship Enterprise, but it's just a camera holder that just snaps into the onto the bed and tracks with it. There's a GoPro down on the bottom right there. You can see that it already has one. This is just a bigger version for me to mount this IP camera to. Again, found on Thingiverse, so pretty cool. I like that. And I love being able to just go to the IP cam. And also, check this out. This is so cool. This is going to be awesome. Boom. I should have had that going. I didn't want to push my luck. I was getting a little worried. What? Wait, what? It just disappeared. But it disappeared in OBS, and it's still active. Okay. Shut her down. Cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.